The case out of Harper, Michigan, you all. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I am your host this evening, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Happy blessed Sunday, you all. Happy blessed Sunday. Y'all come on in. I got a very disturbing case for you all. Out of Harper, Michigan, you all. Where this young couple, this mother had posted born for her son, which was in a domestic situation. And right after she posted born for him, you all, he came home and killed his girlfriend and his stepfather and stabbed his mother in the back. Yeah, what a repayment for a child of magnitude. What a repayment for a spoiled child. What a repayment for a spoiled brat. Then you have these mothers who enabling their own children, these mothers who are enabling their own son, and pretty much you all giving them some kind of permission, you all. That's not the proper word or term that I was trying to use as far as permission, because it is not permission, you all. It's more like enabling them. You kind of giving them some kind of stability crutch, you all. In this situation, my concern is pretty much, the bail bonding system, because in this particular case, it was a very disturbing case, you all. Before I really get off into the details of this particular case, I want to talk about, the part that the mother played also in this. I do believe that ultimately it was the court system's fault. Which gave this man such a low bond on a case that was just so fresh, you all. On a domestic case that happened to be a very fresh case, you all. In which this young man had not only assaulted his baby mother, but he proceeded to sexually assault the young lady also, while attempting to try to kill her. I said it, while attempting to try to kill the young lady. He proceeded to grab some form of extension cord and wrap it around the young lady's neck and try to choke her out, y'all. And mind you, all while sexually assaulting this young lady, you all, to where it's a police statement that he tried to sexually assault her, but that he also penetrated her during the sexual assault. Like I said, it's a very disturbing case, you all. But in this particular situation, the whole concern is about the low bond system, you all. About the low bond system. About the system keep letting violent offenders back on the street. I said they keep letting violent offenders back on the street, you all. Now, we do believe in second chances. I do believe in second chances. And our God is a God of second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chance, however many chances you can get to. The good Lord said he pretty much particularly tired of you doing these same situations and these same sins, so forth and so on, and then he proceeds to take your life. Yep, I said it, you all. Call you to the upper room. Yep, I said it, the upper room, you all. Because then, you know that, your days here on this earth are numbered, you all. And then God call you home. For those that disobey the signs and the wonders of the Lord, there will be death, destruction, and chaos all around them. There will be death, destruction, and chaos all around these type of people. But anyway, I'm gonna go straight on into this, and before I get off into this particular story, I'd like to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer on the title 17 USC sections 107. As long as it's made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that everybody is pretty much aware of this particular case by now. But like I said, my main concern was not just the low bond that the young man got, but it was the way the mother handled the whole situation, you all. I mean, she has gone through enough, you all, being stabbed in the back, pretty much being betrayed by her son, lied to by her son and misled, you all, because, in this particular case, her son went to jail. I mean, she felt sad and she was bad and hurt by her son going to jail in this particular situation. When that's the case, he should have been right where he was. He was right where he belonged, you all, because in this particular situation, like I said, so forth and so on, it was very uncalled for. Now, I don't know if the young lady had done cheated on him prior to that, or it was just him mentally. Now, you all, some of these young kids are not able to withstand the type of relationships that they are in. Some of these kids are forced to grow up pretty fast, and they become sexually active and taking on some responsibilities of some adult actions, you all, some adult actions in which they are not mentally capable enough to engage in, you all. But here we have these kids, they are engaging and doing pretty much the things that they want to do in life, you all, until they grow up and become productive family members and hopefully get married, so forth and so on. But in this particular case, I mean, you have a mother who is trying to do her very best to protect the relationship that her son have with this particular young lady who was deceased, you all. And like I said, unfortunately, there were many signs of domestic violence that was occurring into the same relationship. Now, instead of the mother giving them some time apart, so forth and so on, she proceeded to bond her son out of jail, in which the son repaid the mother by stabbing her in the back, you all, by stabbing her in the back. Now, you got to understand, when these particular kids are in these type of relationships where they are in domestic situations, I mean, the best thing for them both to do as young adults is to part, to separate, pretty much go your separate ways. But today you can't tell young kids nothing nowadays. They figure like they got to learn things the hard way, like they don't want to listen to their parents, or, like their parents telling them something wrong. And this particular case is nothing of that magnitude, you all. But like I said, there was a lot of things in this situation that the mother could have done, and unfortunately, she had lost her husband, and not only did she lose her husband, but she lost her daughter-in-law as well, you all. Now, in my situation, like I'm saying, don't let your mother-in-law get you killed. Don't let your mother-in-law get you hurt, you all, because a lot of these situations, I mean, the daughter-in-law, the first person they tend to befriend is the mother of the boyfriend, or the mother of the baby daddy, or the mother of the husband, you all. I mean, a lot of times these particular women, they do form some of them have great relationships with their mother-in-law. Some of their mother-in-laws, I mean, love them to death, you all. But when you have two young kids and like I say, they not pretty much getting along and they don't have no good communication skills, then as a parent, I mean, you should pretty much step in, you all. But like I said, in this particular situation, I believe the young girl was already pretty much living in a situation where she possibly living with this particular family, you all. I believe she was staying there as much as she possibly could, so that she can get here with the newborn. That's what I don't understand about the whole situation, because what possessed you to do that after a woman had just laid down and had a child for you, you all? Like I said, this is some, not just a mental issue. I mean, this just some emotional type of issue, type of thing, you all, where these you had these single mothers growing up and raising these boys, and they feel entitled, you all. They feel some kind of entitlement to do what they want to do, to be the men that I guess that they perceive to be, you all. And that's some type of abusive person with authority. I don't know. Like I said, I know this particular man that was at his house was pretty much a stepfather, you all, which he tried to intervene and pretty much stop the situation, but it wound up causing him his life as well. Like I said, it was I pretty much, like I said, not only do I blame the prison system or the bonding system for letting him out on such a grievous crimes, the crimes that he had, you all. I'm going to read a short clip of it. And then before I read a short clip of it, I want to share some of the crimes that he initially had against his baby mother, you all. And these are some of the crimes here. And I read them off. And if you are happen to be watching from a distance on Instagram, please join me at Brian Bridges on YouTube. That's BrienBridges. That's Brian Bridges at YouTube. Thank you. Y'all come on over. Again, like I said, the charges that he was charged with, I mean, this was like prior. This was like a couple of days, you all. Like I said, him and his baby mother, his girlfriend had gotten into it, and his charges read that he tortured the woman, a home invasion, which means he kicked in or barged the door wherever he was, and then he said he used a harmful device causing injury, and then a criminal sexual conduct, assault to commit sexual penetration, assault to great bodily harm, and felonies assault, 3 counts, you all. 3 counts, you all. So he had accumulated 9 charges, you all. This young man had accumulated 9 charges in a domestic call 2 days prior. His mother with that old crying soft stuff. That's one thing you ladies, you all gotta let these young men grow up, you all. I know it's kind of hard for me to just say that I'm a man. You all may think I'm being partial or something, or being hard, but some of you ladies out there, I mean, y'all can't have these type of relationships with your sons, you all, because they are not your husbands. They are your sons, you all. They are not your friends. They are your sons, you all. And you ought to treat them as they are your children, teach them all that you can teach them, and for those that just can't seem to understand, you all, then it's time for them to grow up and get out on their own and do their own thing, you all. I mean, that fighting and stuff, like I say, It's time that your children, they are going to need some help, you all. I mean, help them as much as you can. And even in their relationships, you all, I mean, do all that you can do to assist them, because they don't have all the answers, you all. They are kids trying to have adult relationships. I said it, they are children trying to have adult relationships. So this is something that we should always be involved in. But like I'm saying, in this particular situation, if you have your son and you know that he behaving inappropriately, then it's best that he get from up under your roof doing this here. In this particular situation, the mother pretty much bonded the young man out, brought him back home, and probably called the girl over there so he can pretty much apologize, trying to pretty much do what she thought was right, which was help them get their relationship back together. But in this particular situation, that was far from the first thing that should have been happening, you all. Like I said, the time apart would have been most helpful in this situation. Time apart, you all. And, some of such a magnitude where it's blows thrown, deadly blows. And then, like I said, the young man proceeded to wrap a cord around the young lady's neck and tried to choke her out. So, like I said, time is the best healer to all wounds, you all. Time is the best healer to all wounds. But in this particular situation, this young man, he needed some form of counseling, you all. Just some time apart wasn't enough, you all. And 2 days most surely wasn't enough. Man accused of killing girlfriend in Harper Woods was released on bail days early after beating her. It's a Jonathan Welch accused in death of Zaliah Frazier, was his girlfriend. Jonathan Welch is accused of killing his girlfriend days after he was released from bond after being charged for attacking her. Like I said, this was the sad thing, you all, because, like I say, those peace bonds and all that 50 feet, 60 feet, all that don't really be working in these particular cases. Now, I wouldn't suggest no one not to take these proper procedures, not to go to the courthouse, not to file restraining orders, because these are the proper steps that you must take in these particular situations. I said that these are the proper steps to take. But mind you all, this is only a piece of paper. A piece of paper is not going to stop nobody, you all. I said it, a piece of paper, restraining order paper, is not going to stop nobody, you all. You pretty much need to get you some stopping power. Because sometimes in these particular cases, even 911 is a little bit slow, you all. Even 911 is a little slow on your reaction, you all. So I would suggest some of you ladies take some defense classes if you all are out there being abused and are afraid, you all. It's a man accused of killing his girlfriend during a violent several hour standoff. Harper Woods was over the weekend, had just been released on bond days earlier after he was allegedly strangled her with an extension cord, poured gasoline on her, and burned her with a spatula, you all. It said, update with charges. Harper Woods man stabbed his mother and stabbed his mother with a butcher knife, beat girlfriend and stepdad to death, officials state. He beat them to death, And it said born issues after alleged attack. Jonathan Welch, 23 years old, Harper Woods is accused of attacking girlfriend Zaliah Frazier on June 2nd. Prosecutors said Welch strangled Frazier with an extension cord and poured gasoline over her. It said Welch is charged with several crimes, including torture, assault, and criminal sexual assault. Instead of being locked up without bond, he was issued a $1,000 bond, which was 10% of magistrate. I mean, it was I can't say it was really too low, and I can't say it was too high. Maybe it should have been more. Maybe he should have had a no bond until it was time to go to court, which would have been pretty much 30 days or something of a similar magnitude. So, but anyway, it says according to records, Welch was able to pay a $10,000 bond to get out, the authorities said. It said on Friday, July 8th, Welch's mother got a bail bond to get her son out of jail, officials said. He was released on a GPS tether. So, which means he had a monitor on also, in my opinion, you all. It said Harper Woods standoff. It said around 8 p.m. Sunday, July 10, Harper Woods police was called to a home in the area of Kenosha and Sonolic Street. The 911 call. Hold on, y'all. I pretty much lost my place. Hold on. It says the 911 call came from someone who was being held inside the home, officials said. It said police said they would learn that Welch had barricaded himself inside the home. His mother managed to escape across the street, where the neighbors realized she had been stabbed. She started to collapse, so I helped her down, and I had to keep her up, because at that point I see the knife is still in her back. Wow. I mean, like I say, that's sad. Like I say, this was a pretty gruesome scene, you all. His mother ran across the street, like I say, frayed, hysterical, with a knife stuck in her back. Yeah, I said it, you all, with a knife stuck in her back. Man, this little dude here was demonic, you all. He is not only a demonic child, but at the arraignment, he showed no remorse, you all. I mean, he showed no remorse at all. He looked like another day in the park, It looked like another day in the park to him. It said neighbor said Welch dropped the baby out of a window. Officer said shots were fired at them from the inside of the home. At one point, the house was set on fire. After several hours, Welch finally surrendered to the police and was taken into custody, officials said. So he had taken his own baby and dumped his baby out the window, you all. Praise God, he didn't snap as far as, enough to kill his baby like he was going to kill everybody. But when he ran out of bullets, he had the wherewithal to say, hey, I ain't finna let these people kill me, and came bear crawling out the front door, you all. I said he came bear crawling out the front door. So he had the wherewithal to know that he was possibly could have got killed, you all, or they was gonna possibly kill him. He understood that. He didn't want to get killed, because if he did, he would have stayed up in there and pulled out a Rambo knife if he had done ran out of bullets, you all. It said when they went inside the home, police found the bodies of Frazier and Welch's stepfather, according to authorities. Police believe Welch's murdered Frazier in less than 3 days. It said police believe Welch murdered Frazier less than 3 days after he was released on bail. Aimed charges for attacking her. This is the court's worst nightmare, the worst possible scenario that could have happened. Judge Kenneth King of the 36th District Court. And the witness has been killed after the defendant was placed on bond, given the benefits of being placed on bond with house arrest, you all. But like I said, you all, it's not just the bond fault, like I said, the mother, she was pacifying him, I don't know if he was the only child or not in this particular situation, but like I said, she pretty much pacified him. She ain't give him no time to cool off, nothing like that. She went immediately got him ASAP. I'm sure the stepfather probably had talked to her. I'm pretty sure she talked to her husband before she decided she was going to go down there and get him out, But she proceeded to do that. And like I said, this was the thanks that he gave her, you all. He manipulated her and made her think that, I guess he was going to do the right thing, come get me, I'm pretty sure that Mama was the first person he called, you all. But here we go. I'm going to play a small clip of it, you all, and then we'll go on ahead on and ride out.
Accused of killing his girlfriend during a standoff in Harper Woods was already out on bond for allegedly beating that same woman.
That's right. Jonathan Welch paid $10,000 to get out of jail and is now charged with killing that woman just days later. Sean Ray's live tonight. Sean, this judge in the case is very upset about this.
He is. We'll hear
Paired.
The victim's family absolutely devastated by what happened. Look, we just got out of court. Jonathan Welch, you just mentioned him, appeared in court. The detective telling the judge that Welch took his bond as freedom to what he says, finishing the job by killing.
And then he said that was what he was supposed to do. He got out. He said, man, hey, I ain't get to finish doing what I was doing the first time y'all took me to jail. And that was sad, you all, because, we don't know if the man said it or the detectives, throw a monkey wrench up in there. But, it seemed that way, you all. It pretty much seemed that way. Like I said, at the arraignment, the young man didn't show no remorse, you all, at all,
His girlfriend. That's a direct quote from that detective tonight. We're asking tough questions about why Welch was out on bond in the first place. So Lorena Frazier, a beautiful young mom so full of life and full of love for her baby son. Frazier stabbed to death inside this home in Harper Woods, allegedly at the hands of her boyfriend during a violent rampage that began last Sunday night.
Caller stated that someone is there holding her hostage.
Cell phone video capturing the moment a 23-year-old man, prosecutors identify as Jonathan Welch, surrendered to police after that rampage that left Frazier dead, Welch's stepfather dead, Welch's mother critically injured. The home was on fire. Shots were fired at police. Welch in court just moments ago charged with those crimes.
Good afternoon, sir. Please state your name for the record.
Jonathan Welch. Yeah. Jonathan Welch was on a tether at the time of the...
He like Jonathan Welch? That's me. That'd be me, Your Honor. Just, like ain't nothing happened, you all. Like I say, I don't know what's going on with these children, it's a lot more than just mental issues. Like I say, it's a sad one right here, you all. Because like I said, the young man got out and proceeded to stab his own mother, you all. His mother that brought him life and the mother that gave him freedom. Not only did she give him life, but she gave him his freedom back, you all. And this how he proceeded to repay her, you all. So, like I said, man, if you got these disrespectful kids, disrespectful sons, it could be a daughter, you all. And and they are that disrespectful, as a child, with no respect, in regards for life or the life of their own parent, you all. Then this is something that you need to deal with. You can't pacify no demons, Ain't no cure for that, as far as a quick patch or some kind of quick fix, or you just gonna patch something up and just sweep it under the table like Junebug can't do no wrong, then these are some of the situations that occur, when you feel like you got the best child in the world, or they don't do no wrong. You all. I mean, like I say, these are some of the type of things that can happen. You all. Like I said, it's a very sad situation to me. You all. I had a small clipping at the bottom. I did put it at the bottom of a few tips that after a domestic violence situation, you all. Let me see if I can pull it up. Wait, I did send it to my email, you all. Also, so give me one moment. Let me see. There you go. Well, and like I said, this was something that I had looked up, and it said parenting after domestic violence, you all. It said what happened. It said when one person is in a relationship uses any kind of abuse to control the other, this is domestic violence. You may have recently left a relationship that is abusive, or you may still be in one. Your children may have heard or seen the abuse, or they may have been targeted themselves. Living with domestic violence takes a toll on all family members. Your children may still be afraid, even if danger is past, but with your help, they can find ways to cope with the stress, be safe, and healed, you all. Like I said, this was something that I was looking up, you all, and took the time out to pretty much, get the clip on it. So, just in case you all was in some kind of possible domestic situation, you all, how to, deal with your kids, how to talk to your kids after a situation where you may have been in a domestic situation, you all. It has some pretty much some things you can talk to your children about concerning these particular matters. Like I said, I didn't want to stay on too long. I just wanted to come on here and just like I say, just talk openly about this, you all, because I do believe that it's a born issue. But all these children are not. Some of these children are making born and not coming back, you all. They are only reported when people get in another situation, or people bond out and get themselves back in trouble, or people get out on some kind of violent assault charge, and then weeks later they on another assault charge, you all. So these are some of the type of things that are occurring, but this is not 100% of the time. I said, you all, this is not 100% of the time that people bond out and get right back in trouble, you all. I mean, there are many cases where people bond out and never come back, you all, and these are cases that's not being discussed or talked about at all, even so, you all. But like I said, I didn't want to tarry too long, but I just wanted to come on here and share that, you all. And like I said, don't let your baby mama get you beat up or get you hurt. You all, you all trying to keep these relationships with their parents, so forth and so on. And like I said, in this particular situation, it cost some people their lives, you all. So, if you are a victim of domestic violence, there is a 1-800 domestic violence hotline that you all can call. And, talk to someone, you all. Talk to a friend, talk to a brother, talk to a pastor. Talk to somebody you can trust, you all, and stay prayed up, you all. Pray out there, you know. You don't have to be the most holiest person in the world, holy, but, you know, give reference to God, you all. Every now and then get on your knees, you know, and talk to him, you know. Talk to him like we talk to each other, you all. Tell him what you're going through, and ask him to deliver you from these certain circumstances, you all. You all be blessed. Happy Sunday. Go out first Christ gang. We out. Peace.